Good morning, everyone. Myself, Reddy. In this video, we are going to discussing about how to send the notification from Jenkins to Slack. See, why do we require to configure Slack? Example, you have a project. Okay, you have a job. The particular job, you run the job, and you run the job. You are checking here every time logging to this particular Jenkins GUI and verifying whether it is failed or succeed. Okay, instead of that one, if you send the notification, okay, you can able to view there, right? Instead of logging to the Jenkins, you can see there also who has started, when it was run, whether it is running or not, why it is failed, everything we can able to view there only. Okay, so for that one we can configure the Slack. Here Slack, it is not a Slack, we have other options also will be there, like you can define that your mail ID. In case if you want to define Teams, WebEx, you can configure wherever you want, but in our case we are going to configure Slack. Okay, for that one first we have to install the plugin. So for that one, I'm going to install manage Jenkins, manage plugin. You have to install the Slack plugin. Okay, go to the available Slack notification plugin. You have to install. Click this one, install without restart. Okay, it is going to install. Meanwhile, what I'm doing here, I'm going to create one channel. We require channel, and we will get that particular token we can configure there. Okay, for that one, I have already logged in Slack as well. Earlier video we have created the account, right? Now here we have a channel, right? Click add, create a channel. Here I'm going to give it like DevOps team. Okay, just I'm giving, you can give any name. Just I'm giving the DevOps team. Okay, I'm making this as a public only currently. Create. Now our channel will be created, right? If you want to invite anyone, you can invite the specific members. Okay, skip this now. Fine. Now we have installed the plugin, right? What you have to do, we have to configure this plugin information. Okay, for that one, go to the manage Jenkins. Okay, then go to the configure system. Here, search with Slack. If you see here Slack, we have to define the workspace. What is the workspace name? Earlier we have given the workspace name. We have given DevOps by Murali, right? DevOps by Murali. So we have to give that name. DevOps by Murali. Okay, inside this workspace we can create a multiple channels. Okay, then we have to define the credentials. Where we can get the particular credentials, we have to get the credentials from here only. Select the particular one. Okay, integrations, click that one. Here apps, right? Select this app, add a app. Here you have to select the particular app. Currently we are going to configure this Slack with Jenkins, right? That's why you can type it Jenkins. Okay, if you see here, it is came Jenkins CA. Just install the particular plugin. Okay, now it is going to enable that particular Jenkins CA. It may take a little bit time to enable it. Okay, got it, right? Now if you see here, you can click here, add Slack. Now when you add the Slack, it will be give that commands and integration part, and also you give that token. We can configure there. Okay, if you see here, you have to select this particular CA, Jenkins CA, which channel you are going to enable it. Here we have a DevOps team, right? You can click this one, add Jenkins CA integration. Okay, so if you come here, we already installed the Slack integration. Now we have to configure the Slack configuration. Okay, for that, what you have to do? Okay, we will get the token. Where can we get? Give me 1 second. Yeah, here, if you see here, the token is given. This is the credentials. Okay, copy this one. Okay, here subdomain is nothing but the particular workspace name. This is the token we have to define inside the Jenkins. Okay, I'm giving here, I'm copying this. Go to the Jenkins. Yeah, here credentials, right? Add Jenkins. Here you have to select that secret test file. I'm giving that token here, and here I'm giving Slack token. Example, I'm giving Slack token. You can give it here. Don't give the space. You have to give -, or something. Okay, add. Now if you see here, now you are able to see that Slack token. Click this one. Here the channel name. What is the channel name we are going to define? Our channel name is what is the channel name? DevOps team, right? We have to define that name. Okay, DevOps team. Okay, this one you have to declare. Now what I'm doing here, DevOps team. Now you can verify whether whatever we define the credentials, whether it is successfully established the connection or not. We can verify using this test connection. If you click this one, when you get this success, it means the connectivity is happening between Jenkins to that particular Slack. Okay, we have given the workspace name and we have given the token. We have created, when we created, we added the particular C8 and it will be generated the token, right? The token we have to define this. Okay, token you have to define inside the Jenkins, and the channel name is we are defined the DevOps team. Okay, now apply, save. Now we have a job example. We have a Maven project. Click this Maven project, go to the configuration. This Slack configuration we have to declare inside postable section only, postable action. Okay, click this one. Here you can see where is the Slack notification. Yeah, if you see here, Slack notification, click this one. Now, when you click this one, it will ask the what type of conditions it needs to be send the notification. Example, notify build start means when you start this particular Jenkins job, it will be send the notification. Okay, if you want to see that whether if the particular Jenkins job will be success, if you want to get the notification, you have to select this one. Think someone is aborted this particular job. If you want to get the notification, you have to give this one. Okay, in case if you not build the particular job, specific time we have mentioned if it's not built, if you want to get the notification, you have to select this one. Okay, notify unstable. Unstable means one job still keep on running. It is not yet stopped. It is keep on running. We can call it as that job is called it as a unstable job. Okay, if you want, you can get it. Okay, then if you want to get it, notify every failure. For example, job is failing every time. If you want to get the notification, you can give it this one. Okay, notify back to normal. It means like, for example, currently we built, it was failed. Again, I made some changes. I fixed that particular build. Again, I run the build. It is success. Success means earlier it was failed, right? Now it is back to normal, right? So if you want to get the notification, you have to select this one. Okay. And coming to the advanced, you can also see here, notify first failure only. Okay. First time it is failure, you have to get the notification. You can select this one. Okay. Notify repeated failures. Include test summary. Include fail test cases if you want to get it. In case if you want to include any custom message, you can include here also. Okay. But currently I'm not giving anything. Okay, notification message includes about commit list and automatic authors only. You can define based on your required. Okay, this workspace we already defined because when you're configuring, we already defined it. So we don't require to define here also. Just apply, save it. Now what I'm doing here, I'm going to build this particular job. What will happen? Let's see. I built this particular job. Now we have selected, right? When the build start, I need to get the notification. If you go here, go to this, you can refresh this. Yeah, I'm in DevOps. If you observe here, when the build started, you get the notification. Who has run also we are getting. Who is run it? Muralidharareddy is run the particular job. Okay. Then when the success also it will get the notification. Okay. We can get the like this. For example, what I'm doing here, I will do the small mistake. Okay. Here configure. Here I'm going to do small mistake. Okay, what I'm doing here, instead of install, right? Come down. Here I given the install it. I given the command is something wrong. Install -deploy something. I given the wrong command. Okay. If it, now build will be failed, right? Now we can build it now. Now build started. So you receive the message like build is started. Now if you see here build failure. Okay. The build failure, if you observe here also, the build is, you can refresh this one. If you observe here, the build is failed, right? If you build is failed, if you want to get the notification, you can get it. We already configured inside the Jenkins job, notify when build is failed, right? That is the reason we got the notification. Okay, I hope understand that how we can configure. Based on your condition, you can define whether you want to get started time and success time, build complete time. If you want to get the notification, you can get it. Remember, we have given the channel name is DevOps-team. Okay, if it is a dev-related environment, we can give dev-team, dev, QA, UAT, prod. We can create like that channel's name. Okay, I hope understand that. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. I will try to respond as soon as possible. Thanks for watching this video. We'll see you next video.